What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Salt Shack Podcast. My name's Bryce, aka Bruce Blanca, and I'm here with
Caleb or War Monkey 75.
we got a fed up War Monkey today. Um, just want to make a disclaimer real quick. Our cameras are off. I don't want to hear about it in the comment section. We know.
We've been fiddling with them for like half an hour.
Yeah, we're
So,
done. Anyways, today should be a fun episode. We got trivia. I haven't told Caleb what it is yet. That's just a new tradition at this point. Then we're gonna have a new segment called 20 Questions, except we're gonna be guessing a character from Marvel each side. We'll see how that goes. Haven't done it before, so it'll either go really bad or it could be kind of fun. We'll see. And then we're gonna end with a top 16 because today we're doing our double dash ranking of all the tracks, so that'll be pretty fun. But we're gonna start with trivia. So you ready? For
yep,
trivia.
ready to hear what it's about.
So we ever since we started this podcast, we were kind of going in order of the MCU movies, but with special guest appearances and just being busy, we've been kind of cooking through the movies. Just finished phase one. So for trivia today, we're gonna combine two movies.
Oh
We're
god.
gonna do Iron Man 3 trivia,
Oh
and we're gonna
no.
do Captain America Winter Soldier
Oh
trivia.
no.
I got 5 questions for each movie.
Okay.
Two movies that I know you're pretty unfamiliar with at the moment.
I've seen them before.
Yeah,
That is
obviously,
it.
but yeah.
I Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm like scanning my brain. I'm rewatching everything in my head right now.
I think I think for your prize we'll do like 5 or 6
Okay.
questions. I feel like you can get 5 or 6 questions right, but we'll see. Um, and I have them like every other. So
Okay.
do Winter Soldier, Iron Man, Winter Soldier, Iron Man. First question. In Winter Soldier, we find out blank is still alive.
Bucky.
Yes. Had to start you with an easy one on that one. You didn't do a classic Caleb
I was
overthink.
gonna say Bucky, but also Zemo. No.
Uh, all right. Who was the twist villain in Iron Man 3? Because
Um,
obviously we thought it was going to be the Mandarin,
yeah.
but it wasn't.
I feel like his name's like Gideon. It's I know like I can see what he does too. He's like absorbing man, but it's not absorbing man.
Yeah, he kind of like turns on fire, kind
Yeah,
of.
and then he just gets like super durable and strong.
Yeah,
But I don't remember his name.
you were kind of close with Gideon.
Like and I know like Pepper gets the thing at the end too. Like I can picture that whole scene, but
Yeah,
I'm just gonna have to go with Gideon.
his name's Aldrich Killian.
Oh yeah,
So
okay.
Gideon was kind of
I
close.
know who that is now.
Gideon Killian. See where you're going there. I made this very niche, but I guess if you need a hint, I guess I can give it to you, just because I feel like if I give you a hint, you'll just get it. Who made their first appearance in the MCU in the Winter Soldier movie? Very big character now.
I feel like it was Zemo then.
Zemo's not in Winter Soldier.
He's not.
That was Civil War you were thinking of.
It's really surprising. Um, let's see. No, because Howard was in Cap 1. Oh.
People consider him to be one of the bigger characters going into this next saga of MCU.
I mean, you could technically say like Winter Soldier.
It's not Winter Soldier. I'll just
Okay.
tell you that it's not Winter
Because
Soldier.
he
I
does.
already gave you a Bucky question. I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
two in a row. If you want to surrender the point, I can start giving you hints.
It's like I just don't remember anything from it. Everything I remember is from Civil War.
Yep. The classic Toy Story 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Not remembering the second movie in the trilogy.
It's the one where they find out that Winter Soldier killed a bunch of people, right? Or he was like hired.
I can't tell you that.
He's the one where it was like,
I can't tell you the plot because it might interfere with questions later on. So,
can't remember if this is the one where Tony finds out that he killed Howard and
that
everything.
Civil War.
Okay.
God damn it.
Yeah. Well,
You're gonna feel really silly when I tell you, to be honest.
um, it's the one where they go find Arnim Zola as a computer.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that. Arnim Zola.
Sam Wilson, Falcon.
Oh, that's silly.
Yeah,
God.
because he was an Air Force person, and Cap ran into him, and he's like, "Gonna work with me?" And he's like, "Maha." That's exactly how it went,
The
actually.
first appearance I can remember from him is Ant-Man when they fight.
Well, Ant-Man's after this movie, so
Yeah, which makes sense because that's why Falcon's at the
Avengers
Avengers building.
HQ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. What was the name of the fake Mandarin? What was his real name?
Um,
If you just give me the first name, I'll give it to you too, but I have his full name on here.
Gideon.
No.
Dude, I
Might have really stumped you on this one.
I have no clue.
Trevor Slattery,
Yeah, no. That wouldn't have happened.
because he's also in Shang-Chi.
I didn't. Oh yeah.
They redeem him in that movie.
Huh.
Um, who was pronounced dead in The Winter Soldier, but wasn't actually dead? They just killed him off. Like,
Bucky.
no. They killed him so he can be more secretive.
Maple is going nuts in
Yeah.
the other room right now. Was it Fury?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
It's Nick
I was
Fury.
gonna say I'm pretty sure it's Fury.
Yeah, because everyone thinks he's dead, but he's not. And then they just pronounce him dead so people aren't hunting him down.
Yeah.
Um, I might save this one to the end because I feel like that one's gonna be kind of a toughie. What is the boy's name in Iron Man 3 that helps Tony?
Timmy.
It starts with an H.
Henry.
No,
Harold.
no,
Hagrid.
no,
Hennessy.
no. That'd be a pretty sick name though.
It's my son, Hennessy.
Yeah.
Um,
This is my guinea pig, Hennessy.
um,
He also shows up at Tony Stark's
oh, is
funeral.
it Harley?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Harley. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
What organization reappears in The Winter Soldier?
Hydra?
Yes. Um, what was so in the final fight scene in Iron Man 3, all the suits come from Tony's mansion
Yeah.
and help. What did he call that attack? It was a like it was something that he told Jarvis to do.
Oh. Um, it's definitely not anything I can remember. Here,
It's a something protocol. Something protocol.
I don't know, like attack and rescue protocol. I have no clue.
Uh the house party protocol.
Yeah, I wouldn't have remembered that. I've got rescue on the brain.
Yeah. All right, this is the kind of jank question I was talking about. Uh oh, I just realized I left. Wait, no, I didn't. Never mind. Who was the? I'll ask you the jank question last because I don't think you'll gonna get it. If you do get it
Okay.
though, it'll be impressive. Who was the mastermind of Hydra that brought him back? I'll accept two answers for this.
Oh, I guess you could say it's Arnim Zola.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Yeah.
Any idea for the harder one? I'll give you the point though.
I mean, Red Skull was still alive. We find that out way later on.
He did not have anything to do with this though.
Zemo. That.
He got Zemo on the mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the Secretary of Defense, Alexander Pierce. He's the old guy that was like trying to help Fury and then tried killing him. So I got five. So if you get this, I'll just give it to you, whatever. What now famous actor, really famous actor, was in Iron Man 3 as the president's daughter or granddaughter? It might have been the vice president too, I can't remember. She was a child in this movie.
Child in that movie, Winter Soldier 2. I'd say, or not Winter Soldier 2, but Cap 2, Winter Soldier. Um,
Winter Soldier, the trilogy.
my first thought was like Millie Bobby Brown, super famous now. Um, I'm forgetting her name. Wednesday. No, she's older than us. So,
I'll give you like 10 more seconds and I'll just tell you.
is there other stuff that she was in that she's really famous for?
Yeah, but if you want to surrender the point,
Yeah,
you do. I'm
yeah.
just gonna tell you who it is then. It's Jenna Ortega. Wednesday.
I did say it. I
Yeah.
said Wednesday, but I forgot her name.
Yeah, she's like a year older than us,
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you got five. I'll give it to you. It's pretty tough trivia.
Yay! For two movies I don't remember.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. Get this Iron Man bobblehead I found in the other room.
I have never seen this before. Wow.
Well, that was good trivia. Next, we're gonna start. Next, we're gonna start our next segment.
Jeez, how many times are you gonna say next?
Next segment, we're gonna next out our next new segment that is next, calling it 20 questions, and we're gonna make the title just 20 questions because
Yeah.
I'm sure sometimes we probably won't do Marvel characters. Maybe we'll do like any type of character,
Yeah.
but specifically for this round, it is Marvel characters. So basically, we get 20 questions to ask the other person, and then we try and guess the character. You don't need 20 questions if you
Mm.
know it, but yeah.
I'm just gonna have my phone here to fact check checks mix myself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look up anything for your character, but if you
Yeah.
ask me a question that I don't know, I'll just look it up. So, do you want me to go first?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. I also left myself room on my paper to write down things so I just
Yeah.
remember what I'm talking about because at some point I probably will start forgetting what I've asked at this point.
Yeah.
So, all right. Is your character in the MCU?
Yes.
Is this a male or female?
Oh, I think it's got to be like yes or no question.
Male. Is it a male?
Yes.
Is he from Earth?
No.
Is because now we're getting to the range where I don't remember places outside of Earth, so I don't know what to ask anymore. Um, has he fought the Avengers?
Not really.
Has he fought with the Avengers?
Yes.
Is he a Guardian?
Yeah.
Is he an animal?
No.
Is he green
No.
or gray, whatever you want to say?
Oh, gray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Drax.
Maybe. I mean, the comics, yes.
He's
But
green. Yeah, he's kind of gray in the MCU.
yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Wow.
I was actually mine's way harder than that. Sorry.
I'm gonna throw a fit.
Probably. Actually, if you ask the right questions, I think you can get to it pretty quickly.
Okay.
All right.
Well, considering you said that, are they a part of X-Men?
No.
MCU?
Yes.
Male?
Yes.
Um, let's see. Phase one?
No. I was considering doing a comic character, but I was like, I mean, we might at some point, but I was like, I'm probably gonna have to research beforehand just to like make sure I'm
Yeah.
not just blaring random stuff.
I'm gonna steal a lot of your questions from Earth.
Yes. I'll explain when we're done why I stuttered on that.
Makes me think it's like Star-Lord then, but that was not a question. Earth question mark? Do they have a self-titled movie?
No.
Mmm. Oh, I like. I'm thinking about it. Um, are they a part of Shield?
No.
Oh, because you had me thinking it was Fury for a second.
Mm,
Because it's like I could go either way. Not Shield. Were they a part of the Avengers?
no.
Ooh, it's gonna be like Katie.
Fuck that. No.
um,
Yeah, Katie's not from Earth. At least I don't think she is. I'm just kidding.
um, let's see. Are they in Wakanda?
No.
Um, are they in Shang-Chi?
No.
Let's see. So MCU male Earth maybe. They're not in the
I
Avengers.
would say technically Earth, yes. Like for the most part. What question are you on?
Number 11.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. I'm like I would say Earth, but
Whoa! Um, are they in Guardians?
no.
So it's not Yondu. Let's see. Not an Avenger.
At question like 16, I'll give you a hint. Not a big one, but something I don't think you've explored yet, question wise.
Don't have their own self-titled movie, but you don't tech technically on Earth. Is that you or
Yeah, it's
me?
my stomach. I
Um,
know your stomach's been making noises too.
yeah, it has been. Um, let's see. Were they born with powers?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say so.
Um, oh, is could be like, yeah, I guess you don't know. Because then my thought goes to like ego. 'Cause I mean, you could. I think he existed like way before Earth, though.
I'll give you a hint. It has nothing to do with Guardians.
Okay.
Because I know you're kind of thinking that it's not. It has nothing to do with a Guardian anything.
Okay. Because yeah, none of them were born on Earth except for Peter.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. It's not Loki. He's not born on Earth. It's no one from Thor because they were all born on Asgard,
Hmm.
except for Loki. um, I feel like they were born with their powers. Can they fly?
Yeah.
Fly. Check. It can't be Adam Warlock because he's Guardians.
Hmm.
But he was like he's created.
What question are you on?
This is number 15.
It's phase four.
It's gonna be like Icarus from the Eternals.
I I have not seen the Eternals, so I would not be confident answering questions about an Eternals character.
Yeah. He was born with powers, can fly. It's like I can remember like phase one and all the movies in that.
Do you want one really big hint?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. Not until I get to like 16, 17. Maybe like hint 19.
I can give you two big hints that I don't think it'll like give you the answer, but I think it will steer you towards an
I mean
answer.
like I can cross off questions for those hints so I don't
Sure.
have as
Let's
many.
let's make that a thing. If
Okay.
you want a hint, you have to cross off a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
All right. It's a TV show character.
Oh. Okay. Phase 4 TV show.
Which doesn't help much because TV shows are only in phase four,
Yeah.
but
And he can fly.
I guess you don't have to worry about movies in phase four. So
He's born with his powers. He's technically born on Earth. um Oh, is he a part of What If?
I want to say no. What if's a whole nother level of thinking.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna be like, oh, evil Strange. He kind of learned his powers, but
Yeah, no, he wasn't born with
yeah.
them. So,
Um. Okay, so you've got Falcon and Winter Soldier. Can't be them.
no.
'Cause Falcon's got his wings,
Hmm.
and Bucky took the serum. Um, and no one in that flies besides Falcon.
What question are you on?
This is 19.
Do you want to cross off one more question?
Sure.
He's he's not a hero, but I also wouldn't call him a villain either, really. I'd lean more towards villain, so I guess anti-hero maybe,
Okay.
but they don't refer to him as a villain, really, or anti-hero. So,
Um, I'm just gonna go with like White Vision.
yeah, it is White Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, my last hint, which would have taken your question, is WandaVision. But
Okay.
Born, eh,
Yeah.
made on Earth,
Yeah.
yeah. He was made by Sword, which turned out to be not the greatest people.
Yeah.
So, and then Vision and him had a reasoning, and White Vision was like, okay, goodbye.
Yeah, he's like, huh.
Yeah, really made him think.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
that was a good one.
I really thought I would stump you there, but I feel like, yeah, taking question, giving a hint is probably
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. We can save others for other
Yeah, no,
times.
that was definitely fine for one episode.
Okay.
Let us know if you enjoy that segment. I'm sure we'll bring it back. That was pretty fun.
Yeah,
So,
I'll make mine harder.
yeah.
My second character was actually like, like
I
goofed
yeah,
up.
I'm pretty bad at guessing. So,
That's why the hint thing is there.
yeah. Yeah, so let us know if you enjoy that or not. Um, unless everyone absolutely hated that segment, I'm sure we'll bring it back. So, yeah. But we're gonna end this episode off with our top 16 double dash characters, races.
That'll be another one though.
Yeah, could be another one. Um, so yeah, we ranked all 16 races from Double Dash. Double Dash doesn't have retros, so don't
Double
have to.
Dash is the retros.
Yeah, it is the retros.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll start from 16 and go up like how we normally do it.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to go first? You want to go first?
You can go first.
All right. Also, we obviously have not talked about this, so
Yeah.
and I don't really know how people feel about double dash tracks. It's not like I've watched a ranking or anything. So
Yeah. We went to a pre-played and found Double Dash like 3 months ago,
mhm.
and then we played through almost all of it. We just have that like the final mirrored all track cup left, which is gonna take like 40 minutes, but we'll beat it. So we've been playing this game pretty off and on past couple months, and
Yeah, and I'm ranking them as playing them in double dash, so not as a retro in a different
yeah,
game.
yeah.
So and double dash is pretty goofy at some points.
The,
So
yeah, the cards feel very slidey,
mhm.
but God, it's a great mechanic.
It's a pretty fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So my number 16 is Dry Desert. I just when I looked at this list, I ranked them by like how fun they were, how annoying it was to drive, like how good the track is, like
Yeah.
how like good the track looks. And I just didn't really feel anything from Dry Desert. I wouldn't say it's the worst track in the game, but it's also like just not
Yeah.
relevant in the slightest. The most relevant part is that black hole in the middle of the track, and it's like I get stuck in there. It's pretty annoying, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much all I remember from it. So I have it in dead last. It doesn't really hold any nostalgia factor for me or anything. So yeah,
That and it's just kind of boring and
it's extremely
annoying.
boring. Yeah,
Yeah, and then that last little suction part, it's like you fall in it once and then you're just
yeah, you
you're
just slowly fall in.
it's like
Yeah,
my number 16, it's because I hate the lines that the cars take is Mushroom City. I, oh my God. It just makes me so mad, especially at the end, because then they go over the lines. It's like I don't even know where they're going. But if you like manage to avoid the cars, it's not bad, but that's not something I like to do.
I will say Caleb drives. I do everything else. So if he brings up driving factor and I don't, that is why I drift and I do items. It's pretty much all I do. So yeah. You got anything else to say about it or
I like wrote a little angry face next to it because I hate this track.
yeah. My number 15, I have Sherbet Land. I think it's just a really boring ice track and funny enough, it's like the only one in this game, which is
Yeah.
like kind of weird. So I guess it gets that factor. That's probably why it wasn't dead last, I guess, because it was the only ice track in the game. Um, Overall, really boring, honestly. That last strip is just dumb. Like it's just slippery and like if you run into the iceberg, you like drop like 6 spots in the
Yeah.
race. I don't know, it's just annoying. Um, it really doesn't do much for me either. It's just there. So yeah, I have Sherbet Land,
Okay.
15th.
15, I've got Rainbow Road. There's just that one turn that I always fall off on. I mean, like I managed to crack it the last time we played, which
Yeah,
secret is you don't drift, and everyone who's played the game knows exactly the turn I'm talking about.
yeah,
But I don't know the drifting mechanics well enough and the normal kart mechanics well enough to feel confident playing Rainbow Road. I'm just I'm just big sweating the whole time.
yeah,
It just and I don't like to I mean it's cool to like have that variety, but every time I know it's at the end I'm like God.
yeah, yeah. No, I would agree on that. My number 14, I have Mushroom City. Pretty annoying track.
Yeah.
We've gotten cucked at the end so many times.
Yeah.
Just because of that weird ass part where there's just a random hole in
Yep.
the road, and then if you're light enough, you get bumped off into it, and it's just the worst thing
Yeah.
ever. Um, I guess it's cool, kind of. It like set up Moonview Highway.
Mhm.
I think they fixed a lot of things for Moonview too off of this track.
Yeah.
Um, it's just I don't know. It was I'm sure at the time it was like, oh wow, this is kind of crazy. Like you're driving with other cars,
Uh-huh.
like you're on an actual highway, but like
But it's not
yeah,
fun.
it's not fun. So, yeah, it's my 14th spot.
Um Surprisingly enough, no. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I did that. Okay, never mind. 14. I've got dry desert. It's like not great. Um, I'm not a huge fan of like slippery tracks. They're there. They gotta be because you have to have variation. But eh, the best thing it has going for it is like the off-road shortcuts, which since we were front running the whole time,
Yeah, we did not get to
I
see any
didn't
of
get the
that
joy
stuff.
of doing it,
Yeah.
but Yeah, if you can just manage to avoid that last hole, it's like, I don't know, pretty easy to front run, but only if you're playing against computers, because anyone else who has a brain can easily cut you off. But eh,
Yeah. Number 13, I have Rainbow Road. I think it's a really good Rainbow Road. It's just Rainbow Roads are annoying in
yeah,
general. It's like, I don't know. It's just, it's a very, I'm sure it was like almost revolutionary at the time when it came out, just 'cause how like crazy it is. It's
yeah,
a very long track too. I'm also just not a big fan of like how many like jump spots there are. Like you start levitating and they'll just randomly drop you like
yeah,
just like a couple times. The turns are pretty horrendous.
yep,
Um I don't really have much else to say. I think if we did a ranking of a Rainbow Roads, it might be higher maybe. It's just
yeah.
like I don't really go out of my way to play this. I wouldn't go out of my way to play this track. So, yeah.
My 13, this may be a shocker. I'm sorry to everybody. I've got Dino Jungle. It's a really cool looking track. I really like the idea of it, but it pisses me off so much. We had to redo this track a handful of times and it would always screw us over.
Yep.
Just because the one bridge part and the double dash mechanics is so just awful together.
Yeah.
Like, I can't really drift on it because then I fall off and then I just have to sit there and go straight, which sometimes doesn't work. I end up falling off anyways.
Yeah.
And then the dino feet, the hitboxes for that are kind of awful. And then through the actual like volcano bit, you're just like, just trying to avoid it. And by that part, you're like at the beginning already. And then the big logs, you can't trick in this game, so you like
I was
hit
gonna
them,
say
and it's like,
one of my biggest issues with this game is there's no tricks and it's just like so awkward
yeah,
going off ramps and there's just nothing, like nothing happens. Yeah. Um my number 12 is Peach Beach. I think it's a pretty solid track.
yeah,
Like nothing super special about it. Um the Clackalax or whatever the hell they're
yeah. The
called.
the cataclax,
Yeah,
the ducks,
whatever. Those are annoying.
yeah,
And especially since heavier characters are better in this game, the hitbox to hit them is much easier
yeah,
for them to get you. Um, Also, it's nothing special.
yeah,
I know I'm not trying to compare it to Mario Kart Wii, but like wheeling at the end spots always fun. So
yeah,
on this one, it's just kind of like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, Peach Beach is pretty solid. I enjoy it most of the time. So yeah, that's my number 12.
Um, I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one too. Just because it's like a extremely beloved track in the community, and I think the revivals of it are great, but I hate it in this game. Um, eh, yeah. Um, you've got the Daisy Cruiser. It's a cool track. I really like the idea, and especially in like Mario Kart 7, it's great. And then the remake in CTGP. It's like it's really fun on there, but not in this game. um, I don't know. There's just parts where it's like if it was just scaled up a little bit, it would be so much better. Like the part right after the rolling chairs and then the fall into the like the bottom bit. Like if you didn't lose speed, I mean, I'm pretty sure you get like a box out of it, so kinda worth it. But it's like a cool part that you go in like once It's like,
Yeah,
okay, I guess you're not
yeah,
completely
not
screwed,
not really
but
feeling like doing that again.
yeah, that drift part is not great. And I end up just not even drifting at all. Like right after that, you just kind of hope
Yeah,
for the best. But yeah, the revivals of it, great. This game, not the best.
yeah. My number 11, I have Mushroom Bridge. I think it's okay. Like I'm getting the mid tier kind of races. It's
Yeah.
just okay. Like there's nothing too crazy about it. Um, the cars are much more manageable compared to Mushroom City, just because the
Yeah.
car lines are awful in Mushroom City. The little shortcuts kind of fun going through that. Trying to stay on top of the bridge, it's kind of fun. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
larger scale TikTok clock gear.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about it, but
Yeah.
it's just a pretty solid track overall. So yeah,
That was your
11.
11. Okay. For my 11, got Sherbertland, classic slidey track, but it's not awful like Dry Desert. It's every time it came up, I'm like, oh, an easy one because not the whole track is slidey. You've got this part where like the snow bits are. You don't really, I don't remember sliding on those. Um, but yeah, you get to the end and it's like you could drift and slide everywhere, or you just like aim yourself perfectly and you just
Mm,
go.
yeah,
Every time that track came up, I was like an easy one.
yeah.
I can, yeah, it's an
We
easy
would
track.
usually win
Yeah.
Sherbert. My number 10, I have Mario Circuit. I think it's a pretty solid Mario Circuit. If you've watched previous episodes, you know me probably as the DS Mario Circuit hater. I did not like that track.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed this one. I think it's like the perfect length for a track. The bumpy part at the end, not being able to trick on that's really annoying.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's when it comes up, it's like, yeah, this is gonna be pretty fun. Like
Yeah.
I don't think there's been really a time where I'm like, God, that was annoying. Like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe the most annoying part is like if you're a big character, piranha plants probably will hit you at the end unless you're
Yeah.
front running. Then you can just stay in the middle. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we're in the mid tier for me. Mario Circuit's at number 10 for me.
Mm-hmm. Number 10, and there's only this like one part that really shoots it down for me is uh oh, actually no, I got it wrong. Um Number 10, and it's because we can't trick in this game, is Waluigi Stadium. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. I don't know. I'm getting my tracks mixed up. I have it written down correctly. No, Waluigi Stadium. Wait, isn't it? I'm so confused. Isn't it Wario's? Help.
Well, there's Waluigi Stadium and there's Wario Coliseum.
Okay.
Wario Coliseum's the 2 lap track, and Waluigi Stadium
Yeah.
is the 3 lap one that's also in Wii.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I was right the first time. Yeah, it's because you can't trick in this game that makes it not great, especially over like all of the jumps, and there are a lot of them.
Yeah,
Um, I just even when you try and like drift off the jumps so you can get the mini turbos after, it doesn't work. Maybe that's just because we don't play it a ton, but there's that. And then just running into the piranha plants is just awful because
oh
then it
yeah, because
like
you get stuck
yeah
in this
it
game.
it
Yeah,
extends and it's just like
yeah,
but there's like a handful of shortcuts in it too. So it's like even if you're in the back, you can catch up. There's a lot of off-road stuff. But
yeah.
yeah, Waluigi Stadium.
Took a second to get there, but
Yeah.
My number nine. This might be a kind of a shocker for me because I'm really into these kind of tracks, but I have Bowser Castle. Um, it's not a bad Bowser's Castle, but I really like other ones and other games, and this one just
Yeah.
didn't do much for me. Um, I find I find it more of us just trying to get that end shortcut more
Yeah.
than really enjoying the track, to be honest. And that's just because it's such a time saver, especially against computers, 'cause
Yeah.
none of them do it. So doing that is obviously the best option. And most of the time, especially later on while playing, especially in like mirror, because mirror mode's actually hard. Found ourselves like sweating at this point because we're
Yeah.
like we just want to finish the cup, and
Yeah.
it's yeah, this is usually one that screws us over. So that also docks at points for me. I get like yeah, there's supposed to be hard tracks, but most of the time in Double Dash when you lose, it's not even your fault half the time. So yeah, yeah, Bowser Castle is fine. It, I just think the ones above it are better. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So that was nine.
yeah,
Okay. Nine, I've got Peach Beach. Every time it comes up, I'm like, oh, easy track.
yeah.
Winning this one. Uh, just because it's pretty much a glorified oval. Like, you can race it in a complete oval, but on the beach part, you can just man, I'm forgetting the term, but you just drift back and forth.
Snake.
Yeah, jeez. It's a like
Sorry.
yeah, it's a extremely snakeable track, especially in this game. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I definitely agree with that.
And like the cataclacs suck, but not too much. Like if you don't get hit by them and you just avoid them.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't get hit by them, it's not
Yeah.
really that big of a deal.
Yeah,
But
like
yeah,
you gotta just always avoid it a little more than what you think, because you can't cut corners with the
yeah,
cataclacs, because
pixels are tight in this game.
they are pretty brutal.
At number eight, I feel like this is probably higher than I was initially expecting it to be, but I have Dino Jungle. Um, it's just I don't know. I mean, yeah, it was really frustrating when we played,
Yeah.
but it's still a nice design. I think it's fun. Like it's I feel like I like memories wise playing this game, like just raging at us falling off the bridge is really funny.
Yeah.
Like now thinking about it, but like it definitely has its flaws. Like anything higher than 100 cc, that bridge is like gonna like take you
Yeah.
out if you don't take it at the right turn. The volcano part's pretty awkward at points. I enjoy the dinosaur. I It's funny because like you said, the dinosaur like feet, like if you get anywhere near it, you're just gonna get hit. But we
Yeah.
just would full send it anyways to get the double
Yeah.
box in between it.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, okay.
We're
Well,
just gonna get hit
worth.
for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like it in my head now that we haven't like now we're playing it like very often because we were playing it pretty often and we'd just be like, I hate Dino
Yeah.
Jungle. Now that we're not playing it, it's like one of those things where like it's glitchy and it's just kind of like goofy, so it makes it
Mm-hmm.
more fun. But yeah, that's my number eight.
Okay.
Way higher than I initially thought it would be coming into this
Yeah.
ranking, but yeah,
um, my number eight, I've got Bowser's Castle. I just think like the part where all the turns happen is actually pretty fun. And then the straightaway into the shortcut that I don't know how to do for some reason. I don't know, I've done it correctly so many times. And then sometimes it just doesn't work, and then we bonk and then fall in. But it's like still a good
yeah,
respawn, so it's like
yeah, it's
might
worth
as
it.
well.
Yeah,
And there's a box right after. And it's like that Bowser shooting the fireball isn't even that bad. Um,
no,
but yeah, all the parts with all the turns is like you're sweating, but it's like really fun because you're gonna pass everyone because the AIs don't do it as well.
Mhm.
But it's mainly just that consecutive, like left, then U-turn, then left, then right, and it's like, oh, it feels good.
Yeah.
But solid Bowser's Castle.
Mm. Number 7, I have Baby Park. Um, this is in my opinion, this is the best iteration of Baby Park.
Okay,
I think it's the most fun version of
I
Baby
agree.
Park.
I agree.
It like, cause the items in this game are just nuts.
Yeah.
Like any Bowser shell comes out, everyone's getting hit by
Yeah.
it. Like, and we've definitely had our like most hype runs on Baby Park,
Yeah.
which helps in this ranking. I feel like I mean I don't really want to spoil my 8 deluxe ranking, which will be coming out probably like around Christmas, I'd
Yeah,
imagine.
when all the DLC comes out.
But like it doesn't do it justice in
No,
8.
no.
Um yeah, I don't know. Baby Park's really fun in this game.
Yeah.
It's I wouldn't say it's luck in this game. I feel like there's definitely times where it could be luck because
Mm-hmm.
it's like I said, all the items are like hitting you at once.
Yeah.
But and also sniping at Baby Park's hilarious.
Yeah.
I tend to hit people that are like dead last already, and it's just like, oops, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I enjoy Baby Park, so that's my number 7.
My number 7 is DK Mountain, and I mean, I really like it in Wii. It's great in Wii, but I hate the bridge. I always manage to get clipped off the side of it. I'll be going like not perfectly down the middle, like you put like half the cart in the middle, and then I'll just be going. It'll tilt and it'll go thunk, and I'll just
Yeah,
clip through the side of the bridge and
yeah.
fall off. And it's
I
like,
don't think Nintendo knew how to do bridges in this game. Like
it's just,
besides Mushroom Bridge, which is literally just a road. Like if
yeah,
there was like tiled bridge, you're gonna clip off most likely.
yeah. It's
Which
just,
yeah.
there's a lot of like extremely tight drifting parts, and then the shortcut from Wii is in this one too. But I really like how this track looks. Very nice looking track, and then the cannon, and then the fall down the volcano is kind of glitchy sometimes. It's just awkward
Yeah.
because like into that first drift, sometimes it just cancels for some reason, and then it takes a while because if you don't go off the jumps, it's still like you get a lot of air, but
It's bumpy. You
yeah,
can't really drift because you're not on the ground
yeah,
most of the time. Yeah. Um, Number 6, I have DK Mountain. Um, like you said, in Wii, I don't really want to spoil my Wii ranking, but it's up there on Wii. Like
yeah,
it's really fun on the Wii. And it's not like it's too different in this game because it's really not.
no,
It's just like they really fixed how bridges work in Wii. They fixed like the straightaway parts. The turning's pretty awful on that like part
yeah,
in Double Dash just because like like there's really no inside drift in this game. It's just
yeah,
drifting, and if you drift too late, you're running into the wall on that side or
uh-huh,
about to fall off the cliff.
yeah,
Um, it's still really fun though
mm-hmm.
at points. I feel like this is one of our best tracks in the game too. We tend to do really well on it unless we get screwed over by the bridge. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's my number 6.
My number 6 is Mushroom Bridge. If you can avoid the cars, which is like not that hard on Mushroom Bridge, it's pretty fun.
No, yeah,
Um,
it's really not that hard to dodge cars in this one.
yeah, just because you know exactly where they're going. They're staying on their sides of the road, and like if you just kind of hide behind one of them, pass them, go in front of them, you're solid for a while. But I just hate the Mushroom City ones. It's so awful, and there's so many. But yeah, no, Mushroom Bridge, the layout of the track is really good, and then it's got a really solid off-road shortcut in it too, which since we were front running,
Yeah, I
didn't
mean,
get to
we really
do.
couldn't do much unless we got screwed at
But
the beginning.
yeah, I don't know. All the turns on this track are great, and that's, I don't know, a very huge factor to it.
Mm. My number five, I have Daisy Cruiser. I really enjoy Daisy Cruiser. It's a really
Yeah,
fun concept. It's another one of those like really glitchy tracks though.
yeah,
It's just like so goofy. Um, I'm pretty sure in this game you can't go through the water either. I could be
yeah.
wrong,
We
but
fell in
yeah,
it.
cause in other games obviously you can. So it was just really baffling when we couldn't. Um, I think if it was the newer versions, like Hale was saying, it'd be like top three, but it just barely bumps out of my top like four because of like how goofy it is. Like you were saying, the cannon part when you fall into the boat is
Yeah,
not worth taking ever usually. So unless you're like really far behind and you're just like screwing around at that point, like there's no point of taking that way.
yeah,
Um, Also drafting in this game, we tend to get passed just by people drafting behind us.
yeah,
Um, because since we're usually at heavyweights, we don't really cruise that well compared to like Baby Mario and
yeah.
Koopa Troopa just flying by us, which is just annoying at points. That's why when we win that track, I always slap Wario's ass in celebration because it's just like screw you.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I enjoy Daisy Cruiser. I think it's a really fun concept for a track too. Like you're really racing around a boat. Like that's pretty cool. So
Hmm.
yeah.
My number five, I've got uh, Wa
Jesus
Wario
Christ.
Coliseum. The only thing that brings it down for me is that corkscrew. I just, I can never manage to do it right, so I always end up like hitting the outside of it on the way down. I don't know. Maybe if I fix that, it would be a lot better. But the rest of it's fun. Like all the turns are great, and then that last jump over the middle, like you don't know if you're gonna make it sometimes.
Mm.
And it's the only two lap track.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, except if it'd be three, it'd be extremely long.
Yeah.
But
Uh, I feel like it was the first two lap track in Mario Kart history, I want to
yeah,
say.
it probably definitely was. I don't know why anything else would be. So
Yeah, but I like the whole idea of it too. It's just makes sense that it's Wario's. I don't know. I was thinking of like Waluigi Pinball because it kind of looks the same, and then I was like,
yeah, at some
oh,
points there's some like pinball definitely copies some things from that.
yeah, and
Like
that's
just how
why.
the road looks at least.
Yeah, especially on the turns.
Yeah.
And that's why I got so confused earlier. I'm like, Waluigi Stadium. There's also a Wario Stadium, and I was
Yeah.
like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But yep, number five.
My number four is Waluigi Stadium. What? What do you look so baffled about?
Let's keep going.
What? You got something to say over there?
No.
What? I really enjoy Waluigi Stadium. I think it's a fun track. Um, I think it would be even higher if you could trick on it, honestly. But like overall, it's just a really fun layout. There's been times where we've been screwed over in this track, which is really funny to me. And I don't know, it's just a really iconic track in my opinion. Like in every like they keep just making it better and better throughout the
Yeah.
games too, which is like cool. They keep coming back to it and yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those tracks where it's like, dang, that came from this game and there's a lot of cool things that came out of it too that we never really saw before this. So, yeah.
This may be a hot take or not, but I think it's the worst version of Waluigi Stadium.
Well, yeah, it is. That's why I
Yeah.
was saying it kept getting better and better, but I
Yeah.
still think it's better than a lot of tracks in this game.
Um, Number four.
Number.
Number. Number four. I've got Baby Park. This is easily the best version of Baby
Yeah,
Park.
no, it's
Like,
no
by
question.
far. The absolute chaos. It would show up, and Bryce would just start, like, flicking his joystick.
Yeah, because as the player two not driving, in order for the driver to drift, I have to flick my controller,
Yeah.
and since it's a constant turn, I'm just going
Yeah,
the
the whole
entire
time.
track.
For, like a minute and 10 seconds straight. It's
Yeah,
just
that and just like trying to snipe as many people as I
yeah.
can. Like
No.
it's so fun. Yeah.
Every time it comes on, we both like stretch and then get ready and then we just snake the whole time and
Yeah.
take the corners and just
That's
I
so
don't
good.
know. It just oh my God.
It's pure chaos, but it's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like really easy to catch up to. But yeah, the Bowser shells are awful. Like, 'cause they can hop over the middle divider. It's the only thing that can do that.
Yeah.
But it's really fun to lap people in Baby Park and yeah, it's just chaos.
Hmm. At number three, I have Yoshi Circuit. The one thing that kept it out of first is turning is awful in this track.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so iconic. It's literally shaped like Yoshi.
Yeah.
Everything about it's just really fun in my opinion. There's no like boring spot in this track in my opinion. Um, it's just that weird part, like I want to say like midway through where it's just like the road starts doing this and you're just kind of like going straight through it
Yeah.
'cause you really can't snake there. It's not big enough to snake through it. And sometimes the piranha will catch you just because you're trying not to get in the grass. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a really iconic track and it's fun to play. So, yeah.
Number three, I've got Yoshi Circuit. Um, you pretty much covered all of it. There's just this one spot that you were talking about. Got a hair in my mouth. I don't know where it's coming from. There we go. Um, yeah, it in 8 Deluxe, you can just like jump in right behind this piranha and completely cut off one of those turns, and like that's good because you don't have to do that stupid part. But it's not there in Double Dash, so you just kind of awkwardly drive through it, and then the turn
Mm,
after that's kind of abysmal. It's hard to do,
yeah.
and but besides that, the rest of the track is great. Like the waterfall shortcut's really iconic.
Yeah.
Um,
It's goofy because you can't trick off of it. So you're just
yeah,
kind of like whoosh over
yeah, it's
it.
like
Yeah.
okay, woo. And then yeah, the turns after that solid, but yeah,
We tend to lose this track a lot too.
yeah,
We get like because we start panic driving and then we like hit every wall in sight and then we get passed by Bowser and Peach, Bowser and
yeah.
Daisy and yep.
It's a great track.
All right. My number two is Luigi Circuit. It's really for a circuit track, it's really fun in my opinion. It's it'd be even better if you could wheelie on it just because there's so many straightaways on it. Um, I think the part where you like see people coming from the other direction and you can just drive into them is
Yeah,
really funny.
yeah.
I think it's one of the best uh, circuit tracks in general. I don't know. It's just really fun. I hope they bring it back in eight, to be
Yeah.
honest. So yeah, it's my number two.
Uh, Number two, I've got Luigi Circuit. Um, yeah, no, it's an amazing first course for this game. And like you said, seeing the other people come down the track as you're going, it's like it's funny and you can throw items at them too. You can run into them.
Yeah,
The chain chomp is like really easy to avoid, uh, at least in my opinion. But
yeah, no, I agree.
it's a classic like oval track. It's just it's fun. It's
Mm,
simple. Everyone does well at it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But number one, I got Wario Coliseum. I think it's so fun. Like, I think if they were to redo it in 8, it'd be even better. Like, there's just so many things that are great already in it, in my
Oh, yeah.
opinion. And if they were to continue on it, add jumps, add add maybe some like anti-gravity parts. They always do that now. Just like I get it, it's part of the game, so they have to do something with it.
Yeah.
Um, the whole jump through the middle part's really cool in my opinion. I think like obviously there's no pinball part of it, but I think it's just a like it smashes Waluigi pinball like
Yeah.
on like turns and overall fun aspect of it. Um, the 2 lap part of it's really creative in my opinion because instead of like making the track shorter, they just really lets us do 2 laps of it instead,
Yeah.
which I think is like the perfect like amount of racing on that track. So that's why it's my number one. I think it's really inventive of Nintendo, and I think it's like still one of the only like 2 lap tracks. So
That, and you can like put all your traps down second lap and not worry about it.
yeah, if you get the big banana, just
Yeah.
put it right on the ramp, and you're
Yeah.
guaranteed to screw someone.
Yeah. And then it explodes into three little bananas, so it gets even worse. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah. And then my number one, I'm sure absolutely no one saw this coming. My top three tracks are all circuits. I got Mario Circuit, classic. What?
Oh, I totally didn't see this coming.
Wow.
You're totally not a slut for Mario Circuit or
Anything with
Circuit.
circuit
Yeah.
in general, it's always just good. Um, but yeah, I think it's got like a great, easy layout. We always cruise on that track, and even if we're behind, you just do the shortcut behind the chain jump, and it's such like a massive time saver. It's easy to, excuse me, easy to catch up.
Mm,
I had to burp through that whole sentence, and it was hard. I was just, yeah, I could feel it
Jesus.
in my throat, and I was just not trying to, not trying to acknowledge it, but it was there. It was, and then it happened.
Anyways,
Yeah, no, it's just a great track. It's super simple. Yeah, the only stupid bit is those like bumpy bumps at the end, and then after that, it's fine.
bumpy bumps.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that part's pretty goofy,
yeah,
but yeah.
but yep, double dash.
Double
Woo!
dash. You almost knocked over Jumanji.
I could never.
Deserved.
No.
So yeah, let us know if you enjoyed the episode. Like I said, comment down below if you have any top 10 or top blank number ideas that we should do. Let us know if you liked the 20 questions segment. I think it was pretty fun. So thank you guys for watching the podcast. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.